Welcome to Center Heights Productions. Please hit the like and subscribe down below in your left-hand corner. Thank you to my subscribers and followers. Muchly appreciate your support. Share it with your friends and family and get them to come along and subscribe and like as well as we grow our community here. And if you come across this channel, don't leave without subscribing or hitting the likes. Muchly appreciate your support as we've grown an integral channel here that focuses on sticking to the factual information that comes forth on our Habs, and we do a lot of mostly have done reviews. Things will change as we get better equipment software wise, and I'm not at that stage, still slowly working at it, but we will do that. However, so yeah, if you could hit the likes and subscribe and leave a comment after each video. Always interested. Be respectful of one another. That's all we ask, because we don't put up with people being immature and throwing insults. Just, it's not necessary. So, yeah, we tend to stick to factual information, not rumors. We've built an integral channel focused on that, and we don't use clickbait to get you here. All right, so let's get to it. It was last night. We're reviewing last night's game, and I warned that this was going to be a game Montreal had to watch out for. And boy, was it ever. They had to scratch and claw to come out with this game. 3-2 was the final against the Blackhawks. Blackhawks came to play. 0 goals in the first period, 2 goals apiece in the second, and 1 goal in the third. 3-2 was the final. Montembeault got the loss. Knight got the Montembeault got the win. Knight got the loss. They got Caden Gooley down as the winning goal. That goal was clearly scored by Slavkovsky and assisted by Gooley. However, Sportsnet doesn't seem to be doing their job, and nor do some of the guys who are writing down the numbers. Bad enough that Slav has a hard enough time, battling to get his goals. You don't have to take them from him. That's a message to Sportsnet, the NHL, whoever. They need to straighten out those. Um, get your facts correct. You could clearly see the deflection in front of the net. All right, so in order, because of that winning goal in the third period, they gave that to Caden Gooley. Again, great game he had, but I don't think he scored the goal. I think he got an assist. Anyway, they got him down as a goal, as an even. He had a strong game, and he also had a nice fight there that a giant come after him after he put one hell of a clean hit on Nazar and woke him up. But you knew that Chicago had two of them come right at him. And of course, he ends up with the scrapper, the giant, and there was a total mismatch. But good on Caden for taking it on and taking care of himself and not backing down. Good for him. But it would have been nice to see Montreal respond to that the way Chicago did that. Send out one of our boys that can throw some fisticuffs like Anderson or Jacky or somebody of that nature, and send a message. If you're going to throw a fight, come after somebody who can handle the guy that's 6'6". Come on, that was a mismatch. Anyway, second star was Cole Caulfield. He had a strong game. That first line had a strong game tonight, which was nice to see. 1 goal, 1 assist with a +1. A third star was Nazar, and he was solid for the Blackhawks. He had 2 assists and a +1. No scoring in the first period. Second period, all the score. There was a lot of the scoring. Cole Caulfield gets the first one with a nice deflection midair in front of the net, redirecting it with a tap in with the tip of his stick. Beautiful job, assisted by Bolduc and Suzuki on the power play. Good to see the power play finally get going. 4:30, 4:34. Rimzel gets his first NHL goal, responding fairly quick within a couple of minutes. This is by Trevain and Frank Nazar. 2:45. Zachary Bolduc, his third goal in 3 games, 1 goal in each game. This is looking like a great signing. He's great in that buffer spot in the power play. And so Bolduc assisted by Caulfield and Suzuki on the power play. Great to see it. This kid's got a good nose for the net. It's looking like a good trade, a good fit for Montreal. And then at 9:15, Connor Bedard gets one assisted by Nazar and Trevain on the power play again. So we get we we're gonna have to keep an eye on our penalty kill. So final shots were 28-22 for Montreal. Hits were 22-16 for the Blackhawks. Faceoffs were 32-20 for Montreal. 2 for 10 on the power play for Montreal, which they could have done better. They had enough power plays. I would have liked to see better numbers. 1 for 4 for the Blackhawks. Penalty minutes were 39-17 for the Blackhawks. Too many penalties for them. Imagine if they would have had a cleaner game. They might have beat us. Giveaways 15-14 for the Blackhawks. Takeaways 8-4 for the Blackhawks. Block shots, the Blackhawks did a better job. And I thought that, honestly, that Knight was definitely outstanding last night and was by far the better goaltender. Monty still looks a little on the shaky side to me. Not overly convinced. He had an all right game, but not convinced. Our defense is showing some of its problems and showed them all 3 games now that we're so offensive minded on defense that we're making mistakes and getting a lot of odd man breaks. They got to clean that up. Great to have offensive defensemen, but you got to think about, either a forward dropping back in place of that defenseman when he goes forward. They got to get better so they don't leave that open and have odd man breaks. So that's got to clean up. I do, however, see there's no doubt Mike Matheson, to me, all 3 games, hands down, has been the best defenseman on this team. Noah Dobson is coming along, but I still find Mike is just a little been showing his stuff more so than Dobson. That's just my thought. I liked seeing all that, like Gooley, Jack their games have definitely stepped forward. That's good to see. They're filling in the void well, coming along, showing the experience is starting to come. Carrier had a solid game. Uh, who else was there to talk about in that group? So Carrier, yeah, pretty much. Lane Hudson, um, good maneuver. Seen his his maneuverability show a little more last night, but still not quite himself totally yet. But that'll come. But a better result for him, I would say, last night than he had in the 2 previous games. But I'd like to see him and his agent in Montreal get this contract off this guy's head. I think you'll see him. It'll lighten the pressure on him dramatically. So, yeah, and the only other thing I would say after when you get a big scrapper go out there like that, because, you know, great to see Demidov. I got to put my hats off to Demidov coming in there to help take on Bertuzzi in a scramble there, the scruffle, whatever you want to scuffle that Bertuzzi tried to jump in and make it a 2-on-1. What type of thinking is that anyway in the NHL? I don't buy that crap. That just speaks volumes about Bertuzzi. Um, not that does not show good sportsmanship whatsoever. But great on Demidov for standing up and taking on, getting involved and getting in the middle of that, so there wouldn't be an extra man on. I think it was Newhook. Anyhow, did it good on them, showing the team spirit. But I would, however, like to mention I'd like to see in the future the Canadians. This was the type of game where Anderson, especially, I would like rather have seen it from, because he's a forward and you don't crucify the defense with losing Jack. But one of the two should have sent the message after that scrapper grab Gooley. That was a total mismatch, but good on Gooley for taking it. So with that being said, let's just put our stuff together a little more correctly. Don't take these teams lightly. We got out by the skin of our teeth in this one. Go Habs, go! We got Kraken coming in town for our home opener. That's we better learn from last year. They ate us alive last year. We better be ready for that challenge. Can't take these teams light, and they just seem to really have, especially Montour. They got to watch him like a hawk. So with that being said, good game on the Habs. We at least didn't blow it. Almost blew it. Um, got to clean up some things for sure, but hey, it's a victory is a victory. Way to go, Habs. Go, Habs, go. And we'll catch you in the next video, in the next review of the Kraken Habs game. You've seen it here at Center Ice, where the puck drops first. Take care.